All right. We are getting ready to shove off at the dock and get underway. So let's go ahead and get these freaking spuds in the air. What do you say? We're still going to have to get there and wait on the tide. But for right now, we should be able to get moving. So we're going to bring this one spud up. If the pluff mud wants to give it up, there it goes. She's a little hesitant to come out. So we are getting headed to the sandbar for the weekend. And that is our starboard spud coming up out of the marsh. You can see there you got one hole, and we'll get a second hole, and we'll stop. What I need to do is I need to spray paint a line. Where we need to stop. But that's seated right there. So we're going to go ahead. I'm tripping up on wires. Hopefully I'm not knocking the friggin' feet off when I do that. So what up, Victor? Oh, it's all good. What's up, Tim? It's all good. Y'all missed this. Victor, you missed the stream earlier. We were just getting some stuff dialed in. Apparently, Alfred had some fun stuff going on at the landing. So couldn't really get him to sit in on that planning session that we were trying to get. That didn't sound good. This pluff mud really grabbed a hold of these spuds. So let me show you what we're working with. We're just going to have to go slow and steady on that one because it doesn't want to let it go. So we're just going to go real slow, bringing it out. It's moving now. It's coming up. Let me get y'all so you can see me a little bit better. I don't have a good line of sight for y'all for this, but trust me, the spud's coming up. You probably can hear it whining a little. We're going to get the spud up, and then we will then we're going to actually head and stage and wait for the tide to come in all the way. And when the tide comes in all the way, we'll be able to get out over the marsh. I do have a little problem that you all know about. The trim isn't working right, so I am not able to trim up going out the marsh. So this might be a little bit tricky. I'm bouncing off the dock a little bit, crushing some stuff with this big old Betty Sue barge. But we'll get out of here. One of my favorite things is always this, is the prop wash. It's always that. I don't know why, but it's the little things in life. I love that prop wash. I love it. So let's kick her. Give you a point of view to watch the turn. And we're going to bring her back and go back a little bit and line her up to go thread that needle, but y'all know we got to go out the entrance. So we're going to go Head straight out there. Thread that needle, and like I said, we're gonna get there. We're still gonna have to wait on the tide a little. I don't think we're gonna be able to get out to probably closer to 9, but we'll see what we can do. And then I'm gonna be spending the night on the barge tonight. Didn't coordinate to be able to go to a dock, so we'll be sleeping on the barge. I'll probably stream a little bit longer, just hang out with y'all and relax. If you want to hang out, we can hang out. But yeah, we're just gonna ease on through here. Start the turn. I'm gonna bump a little bit on the back. We're bumping. Ran aground a little bit, but it's to be expected. We'll back right off. And we'll just ease on out of here. Like I said, this right here, the amount of power, the prop, it's a 250 horsepower motor with a 16-inch prop with a 12 pitch, so it's flat like a dinner plate. And it just moves water. I mean, it has to move a lot of water to move this big old barge, but that's like one of my favorite things about this. And let's go ahead and get you that view, because we got the sun cooperating with us right now. And that, I hope, is as beautiful for you as it is for me. Let me make sure I've got the camera on a good angle that you can enjoy it. What y'all talking about? That's what she said stuff. I didn't really catch what you're saying because I'm busy piloting the barge. But I'm guessing I know what you're saying. So let me go ahead and sign in with my cell phone so I can see what y'all are saying on the comment section while I pilot this. I'm not going to be able to highlight any of your comments. Not going to be able to really answer or respond to you. But yeah, there we go. The audio is fixed. Yeah, Jeff fixed the audio this morning. But look at that sunset. We got this crab pot here I got to avoid. Hopefully that crab pot that gave us trouble the other day is in a better spot. I don't know. But this is what we're working with. Nice slow cruise going out the creek. Hope y'all had some wonderful days today. And we're just going to close it out with a sunset cruise over the marsh. When I get to the mouth of the creek, we'll go ahead and get a drone up to let y'all see. What we're working with. I'm serpentining a little bit because I can't seem to walk and chew gum at the same time ever. So we're heading out the creek. Let's bump up the pace a little. So hopefully, while we're out doing stuff on the sandbar, I'll have some time to clean the sides. I'm not going to be able to get underneath there. I might see if I can get a diver next week or the following week. If I can get a diver down, it's in serious need of the actual bottom. I've cleaned the sides before, but the actual bottom has some substantial growth on it, I'm sure. No, Mariner is not with me. Mariner is with Judy. Until I build out that little crawl space that I want to put up above, I did not bring him with me because I know when that drone goes in the air, Mariner's going to lose his shit like he always does, and we would be stuck having to retrieve a dog. And there's a lot of moving pieces on the 4th of July weekend. Plus, it's just ungodly hot. I'm feeling a little bit better in the heat today after the last few weekends of getting out and filming and hanging out with you. The heat's not kicking my butt as bad as it was last weekend. Plus, with Jeff coming out and getting the audio sorted, I'm in a much better mood because the audio should be sounding really good. And yeah. Yep, y'all know it. He's the problem child. Y'all know it. Life's too short to not be the problem child, though, right? So we are unfortunately not moving as fast as I'd like to be moving at full throttle, which means we have a substantial amount of growth underneath this thing. I'm definitely going to need to get a diver lined up to get under the bottom and clean this thing, because it should be moving probably twice as fast as we're moving right now. At the throttle we're at, the RPMs we're going, but unfortunately, with as much as I've been stuck at the dock trying to get things sorted out, it's gotten a lot of growth on her. Boats are made to be taken out and run and not sit at the dock. Unfortunately, this old girl's been spending a lot of time at the dock, so she's got a fair amount of growth that needs to get sorted out. But rocking and rolling, getting out the creek. We are going to go to sea today. We are going to go to sea. We're going to go out to the Intercoastal Waterway. When I get to a stopping point, I will show you the what 3 words so you can see where we're at when I put the drone in the air, and then we'll go out over the marsh. But that way y'all can kind of follow with me as to where we'll be, because it's a very tight maneuver, this maneuver we're doing here today. But I've done it plenty of times. The one that always bothers me is just going underneath this power line. And I always know we got like 6 feet there, but I don't know why. But I slow down and I get the pucker effect every time going under that power line, because the spud's up in the air. I had another area where we went out, or we've done dock work before, that the spot. What's up, Russell? Good to see you. I had another area though that I've gone out or through before that's really tight quarters, and I had a really long spud up in the air at that time. I think we had like a 30-foot spud. These were only 16-foot spuds, I believe, but we had a 30-foot spud, and it got really close to those power lines. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was done for that day, but I put you back on the bow because I thought I saw a dolphin. There's typically a dolphin this time of day up the creek, but he might have just maneuvered past the barge. Pucker factor going around. So we are slowly going to take this bend. This bend does get a little tricky. The current is at my bow, which is always nice. When the current's behind me, this bend here scares the crap out of me. Give you a over my shoulder view and let you see the marsh a little. It looks like we're kind of rubber banding a little bit. Yeah, this is all salt water. This is all salt water. So we are just a cruising. Just cruising. Beautiful countryside though. Apparently, I'll need to save up and get the other Starlink to get you a really good quality streams while we're underway, because it seems to be rubber banding pretty good. waiting for somebody to comment about that. Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie, we've been into this stream now for how long? We've been in this stream 16 minutes, and now we got a comment about that. Where I'm going out sometimes gets a little bit tight, and I don't know, kind of tired of it being that tight. So I might blast a nice little crater, put a dynamite hole in there. Be good for shrimping, be good for just about any maneuverability that will be gained from that. Is ridiculous. But we little story behind the dynamite, not that dynamite, but my former business partner, you know, his family dates all the way back to the Pinckney family, Andrew Pinckney and all of them, you know, signed the Declaration of Independence this weekend, but back in 1776. And they, his grandfather has a piece of property that they use dynamite to dredge a nice little channel to the Kiowa River. And the Kiowa River is another really beautiful piece of dirt down here, or piece of water down here. And they have a farm on, I believe it's Church Creek off the Kiowa River. We built a few docks out there, like 600 some foot dock, 800 foot dock. They're all long docks out on that part of the waterway. But we built a few docks out there, but it was really cool, that story where the guy pretty much just put dynamite through the marsh and then went kaboom and created a nice little channel all the way to his property, so he didn't have to walk down a big dock. But again, this was years ago when you can still buy it at the hardware store. But that was me playing along with something. I'm going to try to play with more dynamite. I got to get a little bit more creative with some of these intros. This month of July is going to be about several things, but one of the main things is going to be trying to figure out how to bring y'all the best quality videos we can bring you, and get y'all out on the water, showing you these beautiful parts of the country, introducing you to some of the great chefs in this part of the country, and the cuisine. But trying to figure out a couple good intros for y'all to kind of keep y'all on your toes. And with it being the 4th of July, and this being probably one of the last days a handful of Americans only have all 10 fingers for the next couple days, there's bound to be some people that lose their fingers in the next upcoming days. And that's what the dynamite's for. The dynamite is a little tribute to them, the fools that'll be in the ER in the days to come. But yeah, we are really cruising through some beautiful, beautiful parts. These salt marshes here are just an absolute treasure. All this area, you've seen it before. You've seen it at low tide. You've seen it with me. Up here on this bend is where we took Mariner, and I showed you with the drone the first time a couple weeks. So this is where I showed you where we go out, and we're gonna actually go out this way. But I still got some time with the tide coming in. I got enough time that I can put the drone in the air and let y'all really experience some of the salt marsh and what we're working with here. So just so you know, like these little islands that you see off of the bow there, those things are called hammocks. Not the hammocks that you sleep in, but they're highland in the middle of the salt marsh that we have here. So we have high marsh, low marsh, and you got your hammocks and your mud flats. So where Mariner was cruising through, chasing after the drone the other day, those are obviously mud flats. At low tide, they go completely dry, and they are just nasty, freaking muddy messes. The high marsh is typically areas that you see like right in front of us with the really dark grass this time of year. It's more of a brown grass. That grass is a pain in the butt to go through. It pricks and stabs the hell out of you. Sorry, I'm stopping real quick just to make sure we got past that crab pot. And then you got the low marsh. So this marsh ahead of us here, though, once I make this bend, I'll switch over. Well, I'll switch now so you can start to appreciate the turn. But this part here, with these dead trees in it, I think is just a really unique feel to the low country. Let's let you enjoy that real quick. And let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. Yeah, the crabbers, you know, they got to eat too. They don't, it bothers me. I mean, it does. It frustrates me maneuvering around them because I've got such a big vessel down these creeks. But to be honest with you, there's not many vessels of this size that go up and down these creeks. And most vessels can maneuver around that. It just gets a little nerve-wracking for me because, you know, I'm limited with the size of this vessel as to what track I can take. And they typically put those pots right in the track I need to be in. So let's go ahead and reduce our rate of speed here. Probably gonna spud down. We'll get to the turn. We'll get to the turn and we'll spud down. And I'll put the drone in the air so y'all can see what we're working with here and where we got to go through. So it should be switching over. Grandfather, concrete building. Oh man, gotta love grandfathers. Gotta love the shit they got away with too. But we're gonna come up here a little bit further and then we'll get that drone in the air. Look at that nice boat up there eating it. I don't know if y'all can see that. Nice big old center console just flying through there. So tomorrow, I've already got a call from a couple of my friends. They'll come tie up around 10:30 in the morning. I did bring eggs, and I brought some pancake batter. I think I brought, yeah, I've got the generic Aunt Jemima syrup, nothing fancy. I'm just going to do some eggs and pancakes in the morning. And then we're going to do some taco salad for lunch. But they'll be bringing out a couple boats. I got to check in on my buddy Say. Yeah, man, Brandon, good to see you. Mullet RA jumping. So let's go ahead and drop a spud. and get a second one out. I want to get that drone in the air before it gets too dark for y'all to enjoy this creek. So let's go ahead and get that drone up in the air. Needs a battery. This is the part where old Mariner will be going nuts. Once this thing powers on and that controller powers on, he just had no self-control, didn't he? Come on, power on for me. I hear it humming. Let's go put it up top. Put it topside. Get the controller ready and get a drone in the air. One of those spuds is not in. One of those spuds is not in. That one's in. That one was not in. I was like, why are we still drifting? We should not be drifting. And it's because the spud was not in all the way. So let's go ahead, get ready with this. DJI. Don't like that. I'm actually hearing a dog bark. It makes me very, very nervous. Mariner should not have been able to keep up, so it shouldn't be him. Let's see if we're patched into the drone feed. We are, so let's go ahead and take off. And we are airborne. So we are now airborne. And like I said, so the other day when I filmed, we were over here. So down there right now to the bottom is where Mariner was trucking through. All that area right there was filled with pluff mud, if you remember from the feed before. So that is where Mariner was the other day, and he was covered in mud. And we should be coming up on where I was spudded down. So we got right here is where we were spudded down. And this is the area I just showed you right there with all the trees, the dead trees. And then we come up here and we'll come back to the boat. So we just came through all this area right here. There's the boat. And then we're this turn here and come out the creek here. So we're going to have to maneuver this whole thing here to get out. And you see out there, that's the Intercoastal Waterway. That's the Stono River. That's where we're heading, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be very tight, yeah. It's going to be very tight indeed. So we'll, this is typically, this bend right here is the one that gives me trouble. And that, yeah, that's open water. So let me go ahead while we're here and do the What 3 Words app. And I will tell you where we're at. So it says typo.graffiti.deeper. So let me go ahead and type this in for y'all. Typo. Graffiti. Deeper. So that's where we're at right now. So if you've got the What 3 Words app, you should be able to find me as to where I am. Now those are the 3 words right there. So that'll get you to where I am. Let's perhaps bring that drone back a little maybe, or what I might do, since the drone has plenty of juice, I'll go ahead and pull the spuds up. We'll get these spuds up so we can get moving. Let me put you on that one. One spot in. Second spot in. It says I'm having a trouble with image transmission. Hopefully that drone survives. Let's see if we can go catch it. So we're gonna maneuver these waterways to go catch that drone. I have viz on it. I can see them. So we're gonna go this way, capture that drone, and get out to good water. So don't like having no trim motor going through here. Here's the tight squeeze for y'all. Let me maybe move the mobile camera up here to give y'all a better view of it, huh? That might be better for y'all. So we're just gonna squeeze on through. We might run out of water. For a little bit. During this turn, I lost viz on the drone. Let me get around this turn and we'll play with the drone, see if I can't get a visualization on it again. Because we are in tight quarters, ladies and gentlemen. Light the bomb. Give me a minute to find this drone. That's us right there. That is us. So when I say tight, I mean tight. When I say tight, I mean tight, ladies and gentlemen. We're in tight quarters. And it might just be a matter of we got to sit here and chill for a little bit because it looks like I still need about another hour of tide coming in before I can really comfortably push through this area. Let's power through a little bit. Clean that bottom off somewhat, shall we? And we're not going to be able to make the turn where the drone is at right now. We're going to have to wait for the tide. But we can get through this section here and wait on her. But as you can see, we're in very tight quarters. We are in very tight quarters indeed. But how cool is this? Can y'all see me? I don't know if you can see me that well with the camera yet. And yes, qualified captain, I am bow riding. Get over it. Get over it. For some people it's dangerous, I know though. But we've got, not sure if you can see the drone. I think the trim, I can hear the relay. I think it's electronic though, because I don't hear the motor whining at all. I just hear the relay and that's it. I hear the clicking, but I don't see I don't hear. And see what we got going on. Because that drone it's got another probably 5 minutes flight time. So let's hop over to it. And explore this creek a little bit more, huh? Oh man, are we here? We back? It looks like we're back. Oh, I was on the dark side of the moon for sure that time. Wow. Wow. So I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure what happened. Um, let me bring you in here to show you. So I had the stream running on this laptop, and all of a sudden it sent me a warning saying that it wasn't receiving audio. Got audio, but the picture is crap. Huh. Give me a second. I don't know what happened. Might be that Starlink. Might be Starlink. How is it? Is it coming in any better? It's all good. Go ahead and get stuck. You're gonna send help. How is it? Is it coming in any better? Yeah, that I need to figure out how to get that Starlink. Go ahead and get stuck. Can you hear us? I need to figure out how to move that Starlink. There's got to be a way for me to get it to move every now and then. Because I think that's the problem. That wasn't the problem a few minutes ago. The problem a few minutes ago was that I wasn't transmitting at all. I don't know what that was about. I think it was a computer issue. Now we're transmitting. So we'll just move forward. I don't know. We're still just kind of chilling here, by the way. Show you. Just so you get a perspective, a freak. So the motor still peeing. It's always a good sign. And we got grass here and grass here. So we are effectively taking up the whole creek. There should not be a line on the prop. I hope there's not. Please don't say that. You're going to freaking give me a heart attack. But we are going to go ahead and change out the battery in this camera. So let me put you back over here. We'll get this sorted and get back underway. Hopefully, when we get out of here, I can get Starlink to reset and get y'all a better picture. Some of it may be just the pixelization at night. I don't know. I don't know what happened with that audio. I think that computer just decided it was gonna freaking take the day off. Are we back? I think we're back. I think we're back. We're just kind of powering through here real quick. Give me a second because I am apparently misjudged the tide. I need to get through here. I'm not getting much more than I have. Not getting any more water than I have right now.